Welcome to class. I am Jenny Campbell. If we haven't met before, welcome and thank you so much for being here. This is going to be just a short and sweet flow. We will begin in Virasana, if that's comfortable for you today. So I would suggest sitting up on one, maybe two blocks here. And if Virasana isn't for you today, feel free to take a comfortable cross-legged position instead. Once you're settled, let the eyes close. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Again, like that. Deep breath in through the nose. Full exhale out through the mouth. Big breath in. And full exhale. And then breathing in and out through the nose, arriving into your practice. Allowing the mind to start to settle onto your breath. And just taking note of where the mind is this morning. Checking in with the weather of the mind and not trying to fix or judge, just noticing, just observing, getting curious. And gently flutter the eyes open, interlace your fingers, press the palms forward, and then extend the arms up by the ears. If it feels too tight to straighten through the arms all the way, bend the arms a little bit, or you can just stretch the arms shoulder distance, right? See what feels good. See if you can climb a bit of space into the side body, reaching up through one side and then the other. Inhale here. And then as you exhale, side bend up and over towards your right. Okay, anchor down through the left sit bone. Big breath in. And exhale. Release your right fingertips down to the ground. Reach that left arm a little bit higher up and over towards the side. Keep anchoring down through that left sit bone. Maybe the palm comes to the floor. Maybe you use another block here for a little bit more support. As always, making practice your own. And breathing in and breathing out. Good. Come to sit. Bring that left hand to your right thigh for a twist. Right hand can come to the sacrum, or if it can reach down to the ground, or maybe holding that block, and then look over the shoulder. Breathe in. Breathe out one. Breathe in. Breathe out two. Sitting tall. Breathe in. And breathe out three. Breathe in. And breathe out four. Breathe in. Breathe out five. Inhale, come back to center, reach up through the arms, interlace the fingers, opposite thumb on top if you can remember which one. It's usually the one that feels like a little funky. Reach up through the arms, see if you can climb a little bit more space into the side body. Big breath in. And then as you exhale, side bend up and over towards the left. Root down through your right sit bone. Breathe in. And breathe out. And then left fingertips or left palm find the ground or a block here. Stretch a little longer through that right side body and root down through that right sit bone a little bit more. Breathing a little bit more space into the side body, creating a little bit more space for the breath. Good. Release that top hand down, coming into the twist to the left side now. Left hand finds some space behind you, whether that's the low back, the ground, maybe a block. Breathe in. And breathe out one. Breathe in. Breathe out two. Breathe in. And breathe out three. Breathe in. And breathe out four. Breathe in. Breathe out five. Inhale, come back to center. One more time, reach up through the arms. This time, just shoulder distance apart. Big breath in. Exhale, release the arms, interlace the fingers behind the back knuckles, reach down and find a little lift through the chest and the chin. Anchor down through the tailbone, little lift in the lower abdomen. And then on your next exhale, release the hands and come forward to your hands and your knees. Take your time, move your blocks towards the front of the mat just in case you need them in a moment. Hands find the space underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Few rounds of cat and cow. Curl the toes under. Inhale, arch the spine, look up. Exhale, untuck the toes, round through the back. Release the head, release the neck. And a few times just on your own, following your own breath. Inhale to arch. And exhale to round. Beginning to breathe with a bit of sound in and out through the nose. Next time you find a neutral spine, just pause there for a moment. Stretch your right leg back behind you so the right toes find the ground. And then take a little rock forward and back, just stretching through the ball of the foot, stretching through the calf. Arms are engaged, pressing the ground away, feeling a little bit of external rotation through the upper arms. Light engagement through the abdomen. And then press back through the center of the right heel, pausing here. Breathe in. And breathe out 1. Still press the floor away with the hands. Arms are lengthening. Breathe in. And breathe out 2. Breathe in. And breathe out 3. Breathe in. And breathe out 4. Breathe in. And breathe out 5. Release the right knee down. Other side. Extend the left leg back behind you. And then little rock, forward and back, forward and back. Getting into the feet, getting into that left calf a bit. Do your best to keep your hips even. Sometimes that can be really tricky to feel. So you can use that right hand to maybe check in with the low back. Just see that it's even. And then press back through the center of the left heel, pausing here. Breathe in. Breathe out 1. Breathe in. Breathe out 2. Breathe in. And breathe out 3. Breathe in. And breathe out 4. Breathe in. And breathe out 5. Release the left knee down. Come back into a child's pose. Knees can be together or wide apart, just whatever feels good. Same with the arms. Just take whatever feels right for you. Arms by the sides or stretching forward. A moment of pause. Breathe into the back body, breathing into the low back, the side ribs. Deep breath in through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. Good. Shift forward and then let's come into our first downward facing dog. Tuck the toes under, lift the hips up and back. You're more than welcome to take a generous bend through the knees and lengthen through the spine. And then take whatever feels good here. Maybe you're starting to straighten through the legs. Maybe you are craving a bit of movement, like pedaling through the knees. Let the head be heavy. 5 more breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out 1. Breathe in. Breathe out 2. Breathe in. Breathe out 3. Breathe in. Breathe out 4. Breathe in. Breathe out 5. Inhale, lift the right leg up and back behind you. Exhale, open the hip, bend your knee, heavy through the head, press the ground away. Breathe in. Breathe out 1. Breathe in. Breathe out 2. Breathe in. Breathe out 3. Inhale, stretch long through the right leg, dial the hip down. Inhale, step the right foot to the outer edge of your right hand. Lower the left knee down. You can always place a blanket underneath that left knee if it's sensitive. And then your choice, you can stay up on your palms. You could drop down to forearms. You could use your blocks here if you wanted to place your forearms onto blocks. Back toes can be tucked or untucked, whatever feels good on that back knee. 5 breaths here. You're welcome to take a little rock side to side. That might feel nice, especially if that allows you to really settle into the pose. Right toes can face forward or a little turned out to the side, just whichever direction you choose, have the knee follow in that same direction. Okay, breathe in. Breathe out 1. Breathe in. And breathe out 2. Breathe in. And breathe out 3. Breathe in. And breathe out 4. Breathe in. And breathe out 5. Inhale. Make your way back to your hands if you're down. And then right knee comes back, tuck the toes under, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up and back. Exhale, open the hip, bend the knee, release the weight of the head. Breathe in. Breathe out 1. Breathe in. And breathe out 2. Breathe in. And breathe out 3. And I'll stretch the left leg long, dial the hip down, step the foot to the outer edge of the left hand, lower the right knee down, and then your lizard, right? Maybe you're down on your forearms or supported by blocks, right? See what feels good for you. Breathing in. And breathe out 1, encouraging the hips forward and down, and then also having a little lift in the lower abdomen. Breathe in. And breathe out 2. Breathe in. And breathe out 3. Breathe in. And breathe out 4. Breathe in. And breathe out 5. Walk your hands in and make your way back to downward facing dog. Inhale, pull forward into plank. Exhale, this could be a cat and a cow, or you can lower your knees, your chest, and your chin. Inhale, slide forward into a low cobra, anchor down through the tops of the feet. Exhale, tuck toes, make your way back, downward facing dog. Then walk the feet forward to the front of the mat, and feet find either inner hip distance apart or mat's distance apart. Hang over your legs, hold on to opposite elbows, release the weight of the head. Maybe a little sway side to side here. Spread the toes, breathe in. Breathe out 1. Breathe in. And breathe out 2. Breathe in. And breathe out 3. Breathe in. And breathe out 4. Breathe in. And breathe out 5. Release the arms. Keep the weight of the head heavy. Soft knees. And inhale, roll up to stand. And keep the feet as they are, inner hip distance or mat distance. Inhale, lift the arms up and overhead. And then as you exhale, hinge at the hips, fold down into your legs, right back into that forward bend. Go ahead and widen the feet and come down into a malasana squatting position. So heels turn in, toes turn out. You can use 1 or 2 of your blocks here if that's helpful. Palms can meet in front of the heart. Encourage your elbows into your knees to gently open the knees. Bright chest, gaze down towards the fingers. Breathe in. And breathe out 1. Shoulder blades gently come in towards one another. Breathe in. And breathe out 2. Breathe in. And breathe out 3. Breathe in. And breathe out 4. Breathe in. And breathe out 5. From here, we're going to come to sit. You can come in any way that feels good. I'm just going to release the block, walk my hands behind me, and then plop and sit down. So do whatever feels good. Walk your feet about as wide as your mat. Hands back behind you, fingers face forward to the sides, and then take a little windshield wiper side to side. Knees rock one way and then the other. Great. And then coming back to center, place the feet onto the mat. We're going to take a slow roll down. So arms reaching forward, and then slowly, slowly using the abdominals. See if you can really stretch it out. And then whenever you arrive onto your back, hug your knees into your chest, hold onto your shins. Take a little rock side to side. Bring that rocking to stillness. Keep your right knee in. Extend your left leg long to the ground. And then anything that feels good here, if you want to take some circles through that right knee or circle through that right ankle, all nice options. Bring that movement to stillness, left hand to right knee, and then guide your right knee over to the left hand side of the mat. Reach the right arm out to the side, coming into a twist. If this is too intense to bring the knee all the way down to the ground, you can pop a block or two underneath that right knee. Breathe in. Breathe out 1. Breathe in. Breathe out 2. Breathe in. Breathe out 3. Breathe in. And breathe out 4. Breathe in. Breathe out 5. Draw the knee back to center. Hug your left knee in as well. Little sway, little massage for the low back across the mat, across the floor. And then bringing that to stillness, keep your left knee in, extend the right leg long. Any movement that feels good through that left knee, a little circle or through the knee or through the ankle. Bringing that to stillness, right hand to left knee, guide the knee over to the right hand side of the mat. Stretch your left arm out to the side, twisting here. Breathe in. Breathe out 1. Feel the back ribs heavy towards the ground. Or they might not touch, but just feeling that sense of release downward, right? Leaning in towards gravity. 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Inhale. Exhale. 4. Inhale. Exhale. 5. Draw the leg back to center. Breathe in. Bring both knees in and place the feet onto the mat. I'm going to take one of my blocks here. Lift the hips up and slide the block underneath the pelvis. In just a moment, and let's have it on the first height, right underneath the sacrum. Take a moment, eyes can close if you like, feeling a heaviness through the pelvis. Soften through the abdomen. You can stay just here if that feels really nice to you, or option to lift one leg up and then the other. So we're coming into this restorative shoulder stand. Option to add some movement here, flex and point through the feet, or maybe bend and stretch the legs or circle through the ankles. Again, see what feels good for you. And it's an opportunity just to check in with the mind, see if the mind is wandering away from the breath, and if so, it's this opportunity to bring the mind back, begin again. Go ahead and bend the knees. Place one foot down and then the other. And then a moment to pause here, just letting all of that energy settle in the legs. Press through the feet, lift your hips up. Move the book to the side, hug your knees into your chest and hold onto your shins. This can be knees in, this could turn into a happy baby if that felt good to you. Any movement. This last little bit of movement before moving into rest, into Shavasana. So whenever you feel ready, go ahead and stretch the legs long, and we will move into rest. Walking the shoulders away from the ears so you have lots of space around the neck. Letting go of any control or effort behind the breath. Little by little, just leaning into rest. You're welcome to stay resting for as long as you like. When you're ready, you can start to deepen the breath. Wiggle the fingers and toes, maybe rock the head a little side to side. Bend one knee and then the other, roll to one side. And then make your way up to sit. In comfortable cross-legged position, bring one hand to heart, one hand to abdomen, close your eyes. A moment to acknowledge your efforts and your practice. Offering yourself gratitude for showing up, for taking this time for yourself, which I think we all know it's for us, but really it's also for everyone around us. Our practice has this ripple effect. So all the good benefits, all the good feelings that we get from practice, we then share with everyone around us. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I really hope you enjoyed that, and I hope to see you next time. Namaste.